don't like it, and I know I don't want it. Higher, gets higher, gets higher, gets higher, gets higher. Almighty watching, higher, gets higher, gets higher, gets higher, gets higher. And I say I don't like it, and I know I don't want it. Higher, gets higher, gets higher, gets higher.
This guy is following you or whatever. But look, you see way down there? You see where that house is? We traveled all that way basically. Okay? I'm still here with the same cloud. Isn't that interesting? It is as if this comes with me. And you know, the other day when it rained, it just rained basically predominantly. It kind of sprinkled in other places, but where I was at. See, we're going past the house here, going past the house, and you see we got sky and we got all this, and notice how the clouds are dark up there and everything like that, right? We would have ran into that by now, but yet the sky still follows me, this angel. You know, in the Bible, they call chariots clouds. In Hyperia, we had a whole fleet of UFOs when we left home, but like me, I had to parachute, okay? We do the air raid. The minions, we do the air raid. We go through the parachute. The Grays, they got on the UFOs with the dragons.
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. Oh my gosh. We're going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. Look at that thing, dude. That's not LNS though, is it? It's not. It is LNS, dude. Well, if there's look at that thing. It's rotating.
I want you to take a look at this creek, all right? This is the bridge due to the rain, all right? That occurred yesterday, as you can see, is flooded out, all right? Now, you see this up to the tree, and this is usually, you know, not that flooded, and it's flooded over. The creek goes over onto that side, and it's flooded as well. Now there is a pond, okay? That's a half a mile. It's a half a mile from here, okay? Not even half a mile. I would say, I don't know, maybe about 30% of a mile, about a quarter of a mile. There's a pond from here that is closer to, you know what I'm saying, sea level. All right, and it's a much smaller pond. Okay, it can fit within this area. All right, a much smaller pond. It could fit within this area, and it's not over flooded. It's not over flooded, and there is a creek that is down by the park that I filmed earlier, and that park is maybe half a mile from that pond, and it's flooded out. But the pond itself, that is just as big as this, if you want to call this an entryway area, all right, it's not flooded. It's not flooded at all, all right, within this same area. Now, make that phenomenon make sense. Peace and blessings be with you all. I'm out. Okay, so this is what I mean about the paranormal weather phenomena that we have been experiencing for really the past 4 years, but this past year has been the most strange. We did have a flash flood warning, however, like as you can see the flood over here, and what this just came from is that creek that I filmed yesterday, which only overflows at particular parts. So this is extreme because considering the storm that we had last night, or I should say early this morning, it did rain quite a bit, and it rained. It was a heavy rain, but it wasn't such, it wasn't like a tropical fucking storm, okay? This right here is unnatural. Not that much rain fell. I would argue that we had approximately maybe a little more rain than was reported the other day, the last time we had a flood. It wasn't excessively more. We probably had, and it recorded, when you look online, going through this park and everything like that, when you look online, you know, it's reported that we had 6 inches of 6 inches of rain, okay, the other day, and the creek on the other side over there overflooded and took over the bridge and everything like that. Now we have this is inside the park right here. All this is grass. This is a walk path, okay, as you can see it connects over there. I don't know if you can see that. My camera doesn't zoom, I don't think, or at least I don't know how to use the cell phone camera like that, but it connects over there. You can see. Yo, check this out real quick. He says Hyperia. Hold on. Look at this.
When there's no way that we can pull this off. And so what this does is it leads into what's called the multiverse of Avengers. Because while all that's going on, a field team of Avengers, including Thor, Hyperion, and those guys, are sent out into the multiverse to try to find the cause of the...
Including Thor, Hyperion. Alright? So... Yo, peace and blessings. I'm out.
Whoa! Man, I'm surprised that still works. Oh, now that's using the old noggin. Chala, hey, chala. All right, Nimbus, let's jet.
Here it is, Thursday, 4th of July. In Missouri. See, I since I don't have a gym.
What you want. brothel.
It's a spiritual warfare, and therefore Built for Awards is a podcast, a vodcast, I should say. And there's a side A and a side B. And the reason why it's called Built for Awards is the difference in individuals that I see. Some are built for awards. Others are built for beatings. Both things men are built for. And both things are vain, indeed. However, there's a difference between these men. The difference is those built from awards you can't use because it's for show and it's very vain. Those who are built for beatings are built for endurance and durability. Think about it. What good is an antique table if you can't sit and eat at that place? But rather to have furniture just to look at, it's the same as those who are built for awards. Other individuals that are built for awards, such as Donald Trump, some would think he's just an Illuminati puppet. He seems to be deeply involved, but he's built for awards. He's all about his reputation. We've seen how his spirit moves in this country. It's made people less humble. And now we're back at this situation where he's running again, and he shouldn't be. And the world knows it. And they're telling Biden to step down. He's not running from allegations like the other candidate. Think about it. America, God's country, become a country of hoodlums. And we don't want to recognize our ways. And our shame is before the light. But we've been so asleep that we didn't notice. And these the same that speak so loud are built for awards. I don't speak so loud. I don't deal with accolades. I don't promote my name. I don't promote my channel. I only see 20 views per video at most, and that's if I'm lucky. Most of them are between 1 and 6 views. And still, I'd rather have 6 individuals that are real and not bots see content that they understand than have millions of followers that could be my stalkers. So, as you know, I'm built for the beatings of life, that which Christ endured up on a cross. There's nothing glamorous about beatings and scars. Those that have these things are not built for awards. They don't fit the image of an artist. And imagine the trees in the garden. That there was a tree of life, and the tree in the midst of the garden looked good and had a great image. It looked good to eat, but it wasn't. Such is the same as these individuals, oftentimes built for awards. And awards are not the same thing as rewards, as you didn't put no work in, but you just had an image for one. And awards can be great, but they're not as great as rewards. And those that get them, it's odd the type of work they put in, oftentimes they can't talk about. They just look the part. They have all the strength and none the performance. What's the point? And the world just seems to eat up these empty calories and worry about their health. Healthy as fuck, but the dietary solutions of their mind is defunct. And you could tell according to how they walk in the earth. And these are the signs that should follow them, who are built for the beatings and the oppressions of life, that they're refined into gold before men. And it's a new thing under the sun, and the sun didn't notice, so knowledge can have none of it. And those out there built for rewards tend to boast, and they attract hordes of zombies for followers. And those zombies become obsessed and eat their flesh like Christ's broken body. And they don't understand the man on the cross was them, though it wasn't. Peace and blessings be with you all. This following montage will just go to show you about your healthy selection of your charismatic leader, former President Donald Trump. If you choose to pick him, which direction will the country follow, and will we fall in the bottomless pit along with our choices? We cannot be so blind. I'd rather take my chances than dance with pride as God's country, as we already have one foot in the grave. Remember the days of Noah. And the flood came because of violence upon the earth. And now we're at violence again in every which way. And we don't want to add to the pot because it'll cause many problems. But then again, we are ran in this country by individuals that don't know their Bible. And we're at a tipping point. And we have to make decisions. So therefore, be careful who you select. And I just would like to present these flowers. I'm going to give former President Donald Trump his flowers, for that conspiracy plot in which I think a fall guy was set up amongst some conspiracy theory that a sniper had either taken a job or had some personal interest at the age of 20, so much political interest, and also looks pretty much like a foreigner, okay, that the photo selected, they would spin the narrative towards LGBT and Democrats and Black Lives Matter. They're going to spread it towards the minority groups. All right. And remember, all of these groups are infiltrated by other individuals that look different, that have supremacy. So we got a lot of confusion going on here, but I'd like to give former President Donald Trump his flowers, and I would like to present this Illuminati war from the Illuminati card game, because it seems he has so many cameos. He might be the white Sam Jackson with how many appearances he has in this card game. Think about it. He's a world star. That's 5 points. And the slides coming ahead, I'm just going to give you a montage of what we're up against. And I want you to take a gander and read and see if these things mirror real life. And this award goes to former President Donald J. Trump.
This equation has four factors, a little bit of multiplication. So you've got a thing on the left, CO2, that you want to get to zero. And that's going to be based on the number of people, the services each person's using on average, the energy on average for each service, and the CO2 being put out per unit of energy. So let's look at each one of these and see how we can get this down to zero. Probably one of these numbers is going to have to get pretty near to zero. Now that's back from high school algebra, but let's take a look. First, we've got population. The world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%. But there we see an increase of about 1.3. The second factor is the services we use.
U.S. greenhouse gas emissions, which contribute to global warming, roared back in 2021 after falling during the height of pandemic lockdowns. Former Vice President Al Gore has been sounding the climate change alarm for decades. We sat down with him recently and found he's still optimistic that we can avoid catastrophe. How big is the farm?
This farm is 400 acres.
Former Vice President Al Gore took us for a ride in his electric ATV.
I bet most people don't think of you as Farmer Al.
No, I don't think so. And truth to tell, I don't have many calluses on my hands either.
But this land outside Nashville is also Gore's climate change laboratory.
And then just push it in.
He's collecting a soil sample as he experiments with what's known as regenerative farming.
That means cut back on the plowing. There are better ways to plant.
There's actually 3 times more carbon stored in the topsoil of the earth than all the trees and plants combined. By plowing less and making that soil more fertile, scientists say farmers could help trap massive amounts of additional planet-warming carbon emissions in the ground.
Job number 1 is to stop using the sky as an open sewer for all of this man-made global warming pollution, and that's what's making the weather crazy and dangerous.
He says Mother Nature is now making the most effective argument for climate action, and he's encouraged by the rapid growth of solar and wind power. But the planet is still rapidly warming as we continue to pump near record amounts of pollution into the sky.
There's all this progress being made, but is it enough?
A realist will tell you, look, we've done some damage. Some of it, regrettably, is not recoverable. but we go from where we are.
It's amazing how precise this is.
Gore is a major investor in a new tech platform called Climate Trace. It uses satellites, sensors, and artificial intelligence to track greenhouse gas emissions around the globe. Gore believes this will be an important tool to hold countries accountable for their pollution.
We're not the climate cops. We're maybe the neighborhood watch, but our neighborhood is the whole world.
We're in constant communication with the scientific community.
Al Gore has been sounding the climate alarm for more than 4 decades. First as a young congressman,
The Arctic is experiencing faster melting.
and then 15 years ago with his planetary PowerPoint in the film An Inconvenient Truth.
The crisis is still getting worse faster than we're deploying the solutions. There is a remaining question about whether we will solve it in time.
He's still optimistic mainly because of young people all over the world now demanding change.
I want them to, in the words of Spinal Tap, I want them to turn it up to an 11. Feed to the fire. Absolutely. And the more they can march, the more noise they can make, the more demands they insist upon, the faster progress we'll make. I'm a firm believer in that.
And he still believes the climate crisis we created is one we can also solve.
The direction of travel is clear, and I do believe that we will get there.
It's because I'm trapped in my head too much. I'm trapped in my head. Fill my lungs with ganja when they fill my brain with drama. From my past I have all this trauma. Getting cash off the racks are my problems. Don't work, no it won't work out. Don't work, no it won't work out. It don't work, now the pain's worse. It's gon' hurt, hope it all works out. Broken machine, no it won't work, but I get cash, so she gon' twerk. I break hotel, leave a whole hurt, cause I've been hurt, had a whole first. In my trap, in my life, God, how could this happen?
We're gonna get riot warning. We're trying to get compliance with this now. Clear riot.
49 hours declaring it a riot.
5 to 50 feet by the Capitol Police 1 device trying to breach and get to the Capitol.
Fill my lungs with ganja, I fill my brain with drama. From my past I have all this trauma. Getting cash off the racks on my problem.
We have a breach of the Capitol. Breach of the Capitol. We need to hold the doors of the Capitol. I need police support. We lost the line. We lost the line. All entities get back. All entities get back up to the upper deck. All entities get back to the upper deck.
They were peaceful people. These were great people. The crowd was unbelievable. And I mentioned the word love. The love in the air. I've never seen anything like it.
Is accolades the reward of your faith? Is accolades the reward of your faith? Or is the reward of your faith your works, which renders rewards or awards? But awards can be awarded without necessarily an aptitude of work, but an opinion, as in deserving of the best of something based upon an opinion. You see, those built for awards are not quite the same as those built for rewards, because in order to get the reward, you have to go through a beating, and this beating is the test, after which you are rewarded. But do not confuse your reward for the truth of how you've been refined by those beatings. This would be the true merit and be the true reward of your faith, not the accolades. And in this world, it works backwards. And as you could see, Mr. President, former President Donald Trump is built for awards. You know what I'm saying? This man is running from more allegations than white people would accuse black people of, while keeping his name shows the fruit of America. And if we're God's country, and if our scales are really balanced, or do we have nepotism and favoritism knowing that God is unbiased, and then we eat up all the digest against Biden, but we see none of the foolery that's going on with Mr. President Donald Trump. And just at appropriate timing, there's an assassination attempt. Look how the media spins your emotions. And look how the news is merely sensationalized propaganda. These things are things that men can't win from. Their conscience being seared with propaganda. So therefore, you can see former president is built for awards, which is why I'd rather go with Biden. But you discern at your own dismissal. You pick who you will. Just know who's built for awards. And I can tell you, President Joseph Biden has shown that he's built for rewards, and he holds his tongue. Peace and blessings be with you all. I'm out.
This boy this boy be playing video games every 3 seconds of the day. And by 3, I mean 100. What you want? Man, I'm still playing some video games, man. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Play some LeBron James. Where your toy at? Where your toy at? This is what I look for. No. I ain't playing no ball game. Your house? Are you living with your grandma? No, you didn't get my house now. I own my stuff, and you better own your stuff. Cause you had to get out of here. You're talking about you got no money. No money. Poor grandma. This boy thinks he's so smart. Boy, get out of my house. I got you. You don't want to close the door. Close the door. I got my feet locked. Get out. Would you be quiet? He over here fussing in the bathroom. Just cool.
Check this out real quick. It says high carry.
There's no way that we can pull this off. And so what this does is it leads into what's called the multiverse of events. Because while all that's going on, a real team of Avengers, including Thor, Hyperion, and those guys, are sent out into the multiverse to try to find the cause of these,
including Thor, Hyperion. Alright? Yo. Peace and blessings. I'm just record this to show you, because people be thinking President Biden is soft or whatever, or shy or something like that. And let me tell you something. When he got something he needed to say, he addressed it at that joint. He said it clear and loud and proud. Hey, he got, oh boy, he got so wild right here. He started whispering. President Joseph Biden, he let you know hey man, he ain't afraid to get his hands dirty. He about that work. Look.
President,
yes.
If your team came back and showed these data that she would fare better against former President Donald Trump, would you reconsider your decision to stay in the race?
No, unless they came back and said, there's no way you can win. Me. No one's saying that. No bull says that. Thanks.
This ends today.
Look, they go crazy. They all want to say that.
Thanks, everybody.
Look at that smile.
This concludes.
You want Biden put them paws on you. President Joseph Biden, 1000%, man. He let you know he a real one. He a real one.